Garcia. I'm the CMO of Impact.com, and I'm very excited to be here today with two wonderful panelists to discuss how to leverage affiliates and influencers for omni-channel marketing. Just a quick note, we won't have Q&A during the session, but we will follow up with a blog post answering any of the questions that are submitted in today's recording. So let's move on and meet our panelists, starting with you, Suyag.
Yeah, super excited to be here. Hi, everyone. My name is Suyok Karnawat. I'm based out of Seattle. I'm a product lead here at YouTube Shopping. My team's goal is to help brands and marketers like all of you to tap into the power of YouTube and YouTube creators to drive sales.
Well, amazing. Thank you so much for being here. Moving on to Andrew.
Hi, my name is Andrew Franklin. I'm based in Chicago, and I manage affiliate marketing and PR for Shinola, which is a watch and leather goods manufacturer based in Detroit, Michigan.
Well, welcome, Andrew. We're really excited you're here. So let's dive into our first question. We'll start with Suyag. Why don't you tell us a little bit about YouTube Shopping and how that intersects with and supports affiliate marketing?
Yeah, definitely. Look, I think people have been coming to YouTube to shop, to discover new products, services, brands for years. Think of the OG unboxing videos and shopping hauls, right? In fact, in 2023, people watched about 30 billion hours of such shopping related content on YouTube. That's like watching 3.4 million years worth of videos. It's crazy. What we're doing with YouTube Shopping and specifically the YouTube Shopping affiliate program is we're letting brands and marketers get in on the action. We're letting them tap into these at scale trusted creators to drive sales. The way it works is first, joining the program is pretty easy. If you're an affiliate network like Impact, you can work with the Impact team to join the YouTube Shopping affiliate program. If you share your products and offer data with Google Merchant Center already, we use all of that so you don't have to do any new work. Second, YouTube takes care of all of the creator experience. So that includes onboarding, helping creators discover your brands and products, helping them tag those products, meaning showcase those products in their videos and shorts, and also getting paid. So all of the eligible, vetted, trusted YouTube Shopping affiliate creators now have access to your products and offers. And finally, on the viewer side, when viewers watch such shopping content featuring your products, they see a highly integrated experience. They see your products with its product image, price, availability, all the relevant information. They can click on those, continue the shopping journey on your own website while continuing to watch the content. So this is how we are bringing the power of affiliate marketing at scale to YouTube in a highly integrated way.
Thank you. That sounds really interesting, and it sounds highly relevant for you to be here and part of our discussion today, Suyag. So let's start with a high-level question to kind of set the stage for our conversation. And I'm going to start with Andrew on this one. I'd like to ask you both what value integrating influencer and affiliate programs can bring marketers and how? Andrew.
Yeah, so I think there's a ton of value here. At Shinola, we're just starting to explore what converging these two tactics could look like and how the integration of these two can help us engage the full marketing. So starting with those top or mid-tier partnerships like content publishers or influencers, which are typically enhancing the brand awareness and building brand trust, to the bottom funnel partnerships like loyalty programs, which are typically driving those higher conversions.
Yeah. Exactly. And Suyag, what are your thoughts about the value of integrating these two program types?
I think what Andrew said is absolutely right. I think there's so much value in combining the benefits of affiliate marketing, which is specifically the strong tracking, visibility, and performance-based payments, with the benefits of influencer programs, which is the reach, the trust, and the engagement that influencers bring, right? And I must say, YouTube creators, and I'm biased here, but YouTube creators are leading the charge here. There was a recent Vogue business article called How Gen Z Has Broken the Marketing Funnel. And it reported that Gen Z discovers new products, brands, and services on YouTube more than any other social platform. And that's why it's so exciting to be part of YouTube Shopping and helping brands and marketers tap into this existing behavior on YouTube.
Yeah, definitely. And it's interesting to see creators and affiliates playing different roles in the funnel too, even to a certain extent now. We used to look at creators for brand awareness and introductions. Now with the use of coupon codes and direct links, there's the ability to, of course, drive direct sales. So it's been an interesting phase and space to watch. But Andrew, let's back up a little bit. I want to understand exactly how marketers should leverage both their affiliate and influencer partners to fully drive full funnel return on investment?
So to start, I think it's really important that you've established a very comprehensive roadmap and clearly defined what success looks like to you and your business. Once you have that in place, you'll want to make sure that you're identifying how each partner is contributing to your program, and then ensure that you deliver an experience that best supports that relationship. This is really what's going to go far in helping establish that stronger brand partner relationship, which in turn should result in increased revenue, traffic to site, and coverage. One of the reports that I like to use quite often is the contribution report with an impact. This helps me understand from a percentage standpoint how often a partner is introducing a customer into the funnel, influencing their conversions, or are they the final touch point before converting?
Yeah, and it's interesting you mentioned that contribution report because every time I talk to someone, they learn something new. So is there anything you found in that report that surprised you?
Yeah, absolutely. I think even just recently, there was a partner whose performance has been slipping. And after diving in and reviewing the reporting, I could see that in actuality, the partner was introducing and influencing customers at actually a much higher rate. However, there was another partner that was slipping in right before the conversion and taking credit for the sale. So I just adjusted the compensation model, which really has seemed to incentivize the partner a lot more, and performance has started to go back up.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about payment in a little bit because that's a hot little potato of a topic. But Suyog, I'm going to ask you the same question first. How should marketers leverage affiliates and influencers to drive full funnel return on investment?
I think a lot of what Andrew said is exactly right. I think having a clear roadmap of success and understanding what you're looking for, and then understanding how different partners, influencers, creators fit into that is really important. And I think you were making a really important point, right? I'm increasingly seeing creators play an important role across the full funnel. It used to be very top of funnel, but now it's across the board, right? On YouTube, what we see is going back to those unboxing videos and those shop with me and shopping hauls. Those type of videos are introducing new brands, products, and services to creators, so very top funnel. But then you take a step down into the funnel and you get those product comparison videos and product review videos, right? I don't think I have bought any tech product without looking at Marcus Brownlee's review of it. So it really works there. And finally, in the lower and the bottom part of the funnel, like you mentioned, there's increasing amount of content and creator content, especially on shorts, that introduces the best deals and promotions to their communities and viewers to convert. So you see creators are playing a role across the funnel, especially on YouTube. And actually, it does not stop there. Even the post-purchase experience, I see increasingly being influenced by creators. Think about all the troubleshooting videos and how-to tutorials you see on YouTube, right? So it's really important to kind of think about influencer programs and affiliate marketing across the full funnel and understand how they impact each part.
Yeah, absolutely. So our next few questions will explore how to run these integrated campaigns across content types and channels, because we're bought in now how? So let's start with a quick question about owned, earned, and paid channels. But first, I want to recap kind of what those terms mean, because they may mean different things to different people. So when I say earned content, what I really mean is that could be an influencer organically posting content about your brand. Whereas owned would include your brand's channels, such as if you have a YouTube channel or a TikTok or others. And then lastly, paid content has obviously money behind it, and it could be in the form of a sponsored video, amplified influencer content, and more. So across these three channels, Suyog, how should marketers approach running integrated campaigns?
Yeah, I think it's important to think holistically across these channels, like you said. And where I see the biggest value is, especially during key moments where you're launching a new product or you have a flagship sale, you have to think across all of these channels and how the content comes together, right? The way this sort of happens on YouTube is first on the own side. There are brands of all shapes and sizes with their own channels on YouTube, right? This includes brands like BK Beauty, which came out of creator communities, to large retailers like Home Depot. And with YouTube Shopping, what we've done is for many such brands, we have allowed them to, enable them, to connect their stores to their YouTube channel. And what this allows them to do is showcase their products and features in their content. And very similar to the affiliate program, viewers have this highly integrated experience to shop. Okay, this works really well, especially for like new product launches and live streams. One data point I can share is Made by Google hosted a live stream that saw about 2x higher conversion rate and 50% lift in average order value from YouTube shopping features versus viewers coming from all of the marketing channels. So that's the incredible power of some of these integrated features. Going from owned to earned, now the value of earned is the authentic nature of the content, right? And I think affiliate is an incredible way to incentivize creators to make such content. Obviously, there's money behind it, so it's sort of a hybrid, but you do get a lot of UGC, organic, and authentic content from affiliate marketing. And finally, on the paid side, we recently announced partnership ads with YouTube Brand Connect. And this product allows you to take highly performing organic content, say something you got from the affiliate program, and you can double down on it. You can use that as a creative in many different campaign types across YouTube. So what you see, what is happening is that you're bringing together all of your three channels, owned, paid, and earned, into a very holistic manner to amplify a message during a key event or a key sale or a product launch.
Sure, and we all love earned content, right? That's the best kind, the kind that you don't have to pay for or create yourself. So let's kind of dig in there and talk about something we all know and love, community and user-generated content, and how marketers can really, truly harness the power of this content, right? Because we know it's out there. So Andrew, how should brands think about producing content that engages their community of partners?
Yeah, so at Shinola, quality is of the utmost importance. And as it relates to partnerships, it's important for us that we're not just working with partners that create great content, but also are aligned with our brand values. The reason for this is that I believe that there's a lot of value that comes from brands being a bit more directional in their campaigns. And although it's really important to communicate your specific brand guidelines or your non-negotiable points, it's also very important that the partner is able to maintain their own voice through the campaign. This allows them to connect your brand to their audience in a much, much more authentic way.
Yeah, exactly. And quality is of the utmost importance. Everyone who is online knows that. Turned off completely by something that doesn't seem authentic or well written. But I want to ask Suyog about user-generated content on YouTube. But first, as a quick recap, when we say UGC, that's typically organic content produced and published online by users. So an example of that would be a YouTube influencer tags Shinola in a piece of content showcasing their favorite new watch. And then maybe Shinola uses that content as their own, whether they do or not, it's still user-generated content, but that's one application of it. So Suyog, what role does UGC play in building a sense of community and trust among a brand's audience on YouTube?
Yeah, I think UGC is such a powerful tool. And the main reason for this is creators have spent so many years building trust with their communities and with their viewers. And UGC allows you to basically tap into that trust to inspire your future consumers about your brand and your products, right? And I think that's the key differentiator to talk about here about UGC, which is the trust and the authentic nature of content. And I think we've been really intentional at YouTube about making sure this trust is the critical and the centerpiece, right? Because one of the risks of social commerce is the regrettable purchases. I think we've all had, like, you buy something that's trending and you really don't want it and you end up returning it, right? So we've been trying very hard to build an experience, a shopping experience on YouTube that is there when you want it, when viewers really want it, but it's in the background when they don't. And our goal is to make sure that viewers and consumers get trusted advice through the UGC content from creators, and that leads them to buy products that they love. Whether it's a new product or an old favorite, we want them to love that product. And this strategy is really working. I think 93% of viewers say that a purchase that is informed by YouTube, they don't return that purchase, which is incredible. And it kind of like highlights the power of trusted UGC and authentic UGC content.
Yeah, I would say that has less to do with YouTube than where society is headed, right? Where people want to see products in use before they're buying them. Ads aren't working in the same capacity that they used to. They're more expensive, they're less effective. So people are looking for those recommendations from people that they trust.
Definitely.
Makes a lot of sense. So how can the analytics tools help brands understand the performance of UGC and make data-driven decisions? Suyog.
Yeah, I think analytics is so exciting. I think that's the thing that brands get most excited about joining the YouTube Shopping Affiliate Program, because we provide the full funnel visibility, right? From views to clicks to number of orders, sales, CTR, CVR, and we do this at a video creator and product level. This is an invaluable amount of information that can inform your catalog optimization, your creative strategy, your content strategy. So that's a unique aspect of our program. Apart from that, we also provide insights on how to optimize the commissions you're giving your creators. One of the metric I mentioned is something called share of voice. that tells you the percentage of time a YouTube affiliate creator decides to showcase a product in your own store versus some other retailer. So if this metric is low, it probably tells you that you need to make your commissions and your offers more attractive to creators.
Yeah. And those analytics are also in the impact.com dashboard, I might add. So now for the fun stuff, let's talk about testing. Andrew, how should marketers test various aspects of their integrated program for optimization?
Yeah, so first you'll want to determine what you're testing and set clear goals. This could be anything from experimenting with different content elements to sending traffic to different landing pages. Then it's also really important that when you're testing, you test one element at a time and you give that test enough time. If you don't, then you may not be able to get that representative data that you're looking for. Once you've tested each element, you'll want to analyze, double down, and repeat. Insights like this are really great at helping you streamline your campaigns and improve your partner experience, which in turn will help you increase your conversions.
Yeah, and I think experimentation is just a part of every marketer's life now, isn't it? You can't just do the same thing over and over again. The same is true in your partnership programs, whether that's affiliate or influencer or both of them. You have to try new things and new experiments. So thank you for sharing that. I want to pivot the conversation a little bit. This next part of our discussion will really focus on how this convergence is helping marketers drive ROI, as well as how it's enabling full funnel tracking and new preferences for compensation. So this question is for both of you again. With the convergence offering visibility into full funnel tracking, how are you seeing that creators want to be paid as a result of this? Andrew.
Yeah, so I think ultimately it just depends on what your goals are. If you're looking to work with more macro influencers, which typically have a larger reach and provide a greater opportunity for brand awareness, they typically require a fixed rate from my experience. However, if you're more targeting micro influencers, there is an opportunity, from my experience, that they're more open to CPA opportunities, so commission deals and product swaps. So here at Shinola, we've had a lot of great success with this model, and it's proven to be a great way for us to authentically get in front of a subset audience and new customers in a way that we typically wouldn't have.
Yeah,
so
definitely. And at impact.com, we see that a lot of creators are used to and prefer to be paid with the fixed payment. But when you introduce the concept of a performance bonus or tracking that will allow them to continue to generate sales and commission passively, right? They're very interested in that because it's more compensation for them. And again, it's longer term. So that's something that we call post plus, but we've seen kind of a shift from just straight fixed flat payments. And again, it depends on the size of creator and every influencer is very different. But we've seen them more open to working with affiliate links in that way. In addition to some of the micro influencers are getting their compensation primarily through affiliate links. So Suyog, what is your take on this payment conversation?
I think everything you said and Andrew said is absolutely right. I think there's such a variation and there's definitely a shift in the industry that's happening. What I see on YouTube quite a lot is there are brands leveraging the YouTube shopping tagging features for all sorts of sponsored content. Now, and it makes a lot of sense because it could either be a case where, like you said, they're supplementing a fixed fee with a performance-based CPA commission-based model, right? Or they are simply using the affiliate tracking to understand the performance of the sponsored content really better. And getting the viewer experience that we have on YouTube, which is highly integrated, right? Because with you can set your commission rate at 0% and still have affiliate tracking to understand the full funnel performance of the sponsored content. And that really informs your future investments. And going back to that experimentation point, right? Data is really key and foundational for you to experiment. So I highly recommend affiliate tracking with sponsored content, either for payments or even just for tracking, is highly beneficial.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that. I think we want return on investment. How are you going to track that if you don't have the affiliate tracking? So, okay, so the next question kind of dives into the cost a little bit more because of the performance bonus and the flat fee. Like, how should brands think about budgeting and to account for ongoing affiliate costs? Let's start with you, Andrew.
Yeah, so I think that there's two types of categories with the affiliate budget. And the first one is your fixed cost budget, which typically are funds that you use for things like gifting, gift guide inclusions, or banner ads. The other category is your commissions, which typically is a percentage of sale driven by the partner. As it relates to commissions, it's important that when brands are evaluating budgets, that they're reviewing the totality of affiliate performance. So specifically, not approaching affiliate commissions as a fixed cost, but rather asking what is the return on ad spend and evaluating that regularly. Managing an affiliate commission as a fixed cost really goes against the core value proposition of the channel. And so like unlike other marketing channels where spend occurs before the result, affiliate marketing pays partners after they've driven the conversion.
And isn't that wonderful? Don't we wish all of our marketing channels work that way? I for one do. Suyog, what would you add to that?
I think the point Andrew made about not thinking about affiliate commissions fixed costs is such an important one. And I'll add a slightly different perspective that supports the same point, which is when you're thinking about budget and affiliate commissions, it's really important to keep in mind the impact it has on your partners and creators and influencers, right? Creators spend so much time and resources to make content for your brand and your product and to showcase those brands to their audiences, right? And for them to continue doing so and continue investing in your brand, they need to have a visibility into commissions that they're going to earn. And therefore, having stability and commissions that can continue to allow creators to build trust in your brand is really, really important.
Yeah, I would agree with all of that. With this integrated approach being such a multifaceted strategy, what other resources, like an agency or tech partners, for example, do you work with to set your programs up for success? Andrew.
Yeah, there's a lot of great platforms out there. However, it really comes down to what feels right for you and your business. For us, as the conversations continue to grow around integrating influencer and affiliate marketing, we've had a lot of great success with impact. Being a team of one, it's important that I'm able to manage my workflow with as much ease as possible. And so having a tech stack where everything lives in one place has been incredibly helpful. I'm able to get information that I need very quick, analyze and adjust, and optimize the strategies that continue to drive great results. I think a great example of this integration is our partnership with YouTube Shopping. On the YouTube side, creators are able to curate shopping collections and highlight products in a way that effectively drives traffic to brands. Through impact, I'm able to monitor that performance and gain insights unlike I had before. And then in turn, that helps me strategize for future campaigns.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's important, especially being a team of one, that you have all of that access right at your fingertips. Can totally understand that. But on Suyog, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, definitely a shout out to Impact. Impact has made it really easy for brands like Shanola to tap into the YouTube shopping affiliate program. And you can go on Impact and compare the performance across all publishers. And it's super, super important. What we recently also announced as a complementary artifact to this, right? We announced marketers can now manage and double click on their YouTube shopping affiliate program specifically in Google Merchant Center. So you see across publisher and high level overview on impact, but then you go to Google Merchant Center and you can double down on the shop YouTube program itself, see the full funnel reporting like we discussed, and you can also set different commission tiers for different set of creators and do a lot more. We're also making it easy for brands to share their promotions and discounts. If you're already sharing them with Google for search or shopping ads, we automatically show them to YouTube creators and viewers, and there's a whole lot of exciting stuff coming there.
It sounds really exciting. And we're getting towards the end of our webinar here. So we have 2 questions left, but let's start with a fun one. It sounds really exciting. And we're getting towards the end of our webinar here. So we have 2 questions left, but let's start with a fun one. Andrew, starting with you, tell me about your favorite campaign you've run that leverages both affiliates and influencers.
Yeah, earlier this year, we did an awesome campaign centered around our spring leather collection, where we invited a very curated list of both influencers and affiliates to a couple of our retail stores. We walked them through the new collection, showed them how to make their own custom leather keychain, allowing them to pick out their own hardware, type of leather, the color of leather, and monogram on site. They created some really awesome content highlighting not just that new collection, but also the respective retail locations.
Yeah, that's very cool, and it was a very cool concept too to have them promoting sort of your collection at the same time as engaging with them in person. So really smart strategy there. Okay, last question. Do we have any last remarks? Andrew, starting with you.
Yeah, I think just be patient with yourself and your program as it scales. I think it's important to prove incremental growth. So start small with your budget requests and spend tactics, spend at a very low risk. And then as you prove that ROI, you'll be able to ask for more and be a bit more experimental in your tactics.
Nice. Suyog.
Yeah, and if I may add to that, everything we discussed here is a lot of amazing tactical advice from Andrew, and there's so much power in combining the power of affiliate and influencer. And we are super excited to help marketers like yourself to succeed and experiment with this strategy on YouTube shopping.
Yeah. Well, thank you both. This has been very interesting and insightful. I hope everyone who is paying attention got something out of this like I did. Keep an eye out. This will be an on-demand webinar, and also any questions that were asked during the content, we will sum up in a recap blog post. But thank you both, Andrew and Suyog, for your time today and for sharing your wisdom with all of us.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for having us.